Hello Internet, I'm Jason, and I have a second-degree sprain in my left ankle, with partial ligament damage. I also build Badgunpla, and this month marks 3.5 years of this YouTube channel. Seriously guys, thank you so much for your continued support over the last 3.5 years. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is kind of nuts for me, because I didn't think anybody would want to watch a stupid video about me posing model kits and about a hobby knife and little dumb things like that, but apparently my shit posting works for about 9,300 of you, so I really appreciate that continued support. When we hit 10,000 subscribers, we are going to do another giveaway, another photo contest, so be on the lookout for that. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, etc., and we'll be doing more of those giveaways. I did also want to take a second to talk about some future plans for the channel and some stuff that I have been working on. Even though I do have a fairly, here, look at this. So I do have a bit of a gimpy leg situation. Yeah, that's gonna get some people from the Discord really excited. Basically, I fell down some stairs and I rolled my ankle really bad enough to the point that the little tiny ligaments on the outside of your ankle got partially torn. So yeah, doing things like squatting down to get video of plastic model kits, not exactly the easiest thing for me to do right now, which stinks, and I really do miss you guys. I know it's been a few weeks since I put a video out, but I gotta let this heal. I gotta look out for me. I have some stuff coming up in the future that's gonna involve me on camera a little bit more, so I need to make sure that my leg is, you know, healed and I'm able to walk around without a limp, which right now I can't do, So thank you guys as always for your patience. More fun things are coming. Ironically enough, the weekend that I did this, I was going to be shooting my next video, How Gunpla Building a Better Workstation. And that is still the plan. I'm gonna see how the leg feels this weekend. If I'm up for it, I'll go out and do shooting on that. That's going to involve a lot of physical labor. So I need to make sure that I can actually do that. If I can't, then I'll have to wait a little bit longer, and I do apologize about that. But it'll be worth it in the end, I really do believe. So another video that I'm working on involves something that you guys have been requesting for quite some time in the YouTube comments, of which I read all of, by the way, as well as in the Discord and on Twitch and Twitter and everywhere else. And that is Zeta Gundam for the Impatient. It's been about 8 months since I've done one of those videos, and there's a very good reason why. Bandai's been taking them down, so I kind of need to throw their lawyers off the scent. So I don't want this to turn into a whole hashtag where's the fair use situation, because, no pun intended, I don't really have a leg to stand on. A lot of my videos have a ton of footage from different Gundam shows. At the end of the day, I use way more than could be considered fair use, even if it is for educational purposes, which a lot of my videos are, or at least I feel like you could kind of stretch the idea of my shit posting to also encompass some form of education. I could be wrong. I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea really how that stuff works. I know that I'm using more footage, frankly, number one, than I'd like, but also more than Bandai would like. So it doesn't surprise me that they monetize a lot of my videos. It doesn't surprise me that they take most of my videos down in Japan, which does stink, but that's only 1% of my viewership anyway. Sorry to the guys that are maybe watching this from Japan. I still love you, I promise. You know, at the end of the day, as long as they were just doing that, it's not a big deal. Then they started taking stuff down worldwide. Like the reason that if you go on my channel right now and you look up the second Mobile Suit Gundam movie for the Impatient, Soldiers of Sorrow, I think it was called, that was taken down worldwide by Bandai. And that happened right around the same time as the second Zeta for the Impatient video. So I need to be really careful and really cognizant of that, and I've got a couple ideas of ways to do that series again, but they will take a considerable amount of time. And time isn't something that I have a lot of, considering all the different projects that I'm currently working on, so we'll see. I am working on it. I don't want to give an ETA when that's going to happen. Whereas I can say with confidence that the week that my leg heals up will be the same week that the Building a Better Workbench video will be out, which isn't really much of a time frame either. A couple other things that I'm working on. I want to talk a little bit about massive robot design, which is what you think giant robots are 70 feet tall and they're, you know, mostly humanoid. But then you look at something like the full armor double Zeta and the Deep Striker and the Dendrobium, like stuff like that, that kind of pushes the boundary of what Gundam does when it comes to bigness. I think that there's a really cool video to be had there and talking about that design language, so that'll happen in the future, probably around the same time that the Master Grade Full Armor Double Zeta Verka comes out, as soon as I can get my hands on one. Speaking of building things, over on the Twitch side of things, twitch.tv/badgunpla, we're currently working on the high-grade Destiny Jaime Weistenblues custom, which I know I'm pronouncing incorrectly, but that's the best you're gonna get. And that is in preparation for the Master Grade Luna Maria's Gunner Zaku custom. That'll be on my doorstep here in the next couple of days. So that will be something we build on stream. And another thing we'll be building on stream again is the Mechanicore Zerstuer. You'll remember back in May, we had a really awesome 24-hour stream where we raised over $9,000. $9,000 for Alzheimer's research, and seriously guys, cannot thank you enough for that. That was super, super cool of all of you that had taken part in that, and also our sponsors. Shout outs to, you know, Gundam Planet, NewTypeHQ.com, USA Gundam Store, Turbo Dork, Secret Weapon Miniatures, and a couple other ones that I'm probably forgetting at this point. And all of you, of course, are tuning in. That was probably the most gratifying experience of this whole 3.5-year ride. It was incredible. Like, it was unbelievable. So seriously, thank you again for your support. We're gonna have part 2 sometime in early 2020. I've been toying with a couple ideas for dates, but none of them have really fit with my schedule, so it's just a matter of figuring out a date, probably around tax time, you know, like maybe like March, February, maybe. I don't want to wait a full year to do part 2 on this. I want to do it fairly soon. It was funny, actually. I got a message from our contact over at Gundam Planet about a month afterwards, like, hey, when are we doing part 2? It's like, I'm still recovering, and I'm sure a lot of people's wallets are as well. So it is going to happen. It's just a matter of we gotta figure out the time. I have also been doing some game stuff on the Twitch side of things as well. I don't do a lot of gaming streams, but a lot of you have asked for them, so I'm trying some mecha games and seeing how those work out. I'm trying to find stuff that's less dialogue heavy, because I'm finding stuff like Daemon X Machina that has a really cringy story, and stuff like Custom Robo that has a ton of text dialogue isn't very fun for me to stream. So I'm trying a couple different things. If you have any suggestions for giant robot games that you want to see on the stream, feel free to leave a comment down in the comments below. I've got a PlayStation 4, I got a GameCube, I got a Switch. I'll have an original Xbox soon. I want to do some Mech Assault streams. I think that would be super fun because that was my childhood. It was best. So maybe we'll make that happen in the future too. But yeah, I think that's about it. So again, thank you all so much for your continued support over the last 3.5 years. I'm looking forward to getting back into videos. Once this leg heals up, then we'll have some more out on the channel. In the meantime, keep building your bad gunpla. We'll see you again next time. Feel free to hit up the Discord down below, which is actually, can I just say, shout outs to the Discord community that we're almost at 800 members now, which is insane. Super lively, definitely hang out with us. It's super, super fun. Thanks again. I'll see you next time, hopefully sooner than later. Take care.